No, it's interesting. It's always one of those what ifs, like in some alternate universe, like George never sold to Disney and he actually got this TV show made.
In an alternate universe, that hack who made the People versus George Lucas documentary and lied to a bunch of Star Wars actors to get them to defame him, that never gets made. And then the internet decides not to break out the pitchforks and torches. And then we don't wind up with Kathleen Kennedy owning Star Wars.
Primarily
for sure, yeah.
Spearheaded by RLM, by the way. That's like a big part of their legacy. They haven't let
Oh,
go
yeah, absolutely. I've been shitting on them for years over that.
Yeah, they haven't given up. Like, whenever something new Disney related comes out, they'll be like, well, it's better than the prequels. It's always like, is that right?
Well, that's the thing. It'd be interesting to talk to them and say, like, obviously this made your channel, and so you probably have made millions of dollars out of this over the years.
Yeah.
But do you regret, culturally, the impact that you've had on making people hate the fucking prequels and almost bringing about the rise of Disney Star Wars?
If you watch the Rise of Skywalker review, Mike apologizes for having suggested, and probably, even if it's a tiny amount, somewhat influenced, because he said that Star Wars should be given to JJ Abrams, and that's what he said.
You see, in my opinion, where the prequels utterly failed, Star Trek excelled. Star Trek is really engaging. It's fun, adventurous, fast-paced. Heroes are heroes, and villains are villains. And at the very least, you know what's happening. It's everything we did not get in the prequels. At no point were we completely bored and confused. In fact, JJ Abrams should have directed the prequels, and George Lucas should have directed people to their seats in the theater.
What have I done?
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
I remember there was a prominent, I won't shit on him here, but there was a very prominent Star Wars channel on YouTube and made a video called In JJ We Trust. And it was effusive. Oh, he's going to turn the franchise around. He's got a vision. He was born to make this. And cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I first heard that 3 new Star Wars movies were going to be made, I said, oh shit, here we go again with disappointment. But when the news came out that JJ Abrams was going to be the director, I thought, wow, they're really taking this serious. Wow, I'm 100% on board. Wow, this could actually be fucking amazing. Star Wars is in good hands, great hands, the best hands in my humble opinion that the franchise could be in. JJ Abrams is the man for the job. The only reason anyone would ever doubt that is because they don't know a thing about him. They just think of seeing the movie poster say, from the director of Star Trek comes Star Wars. Yeah, that's funny, but who cares? The guy is a bona fide genius director. He makes amazingly fun films, and Mystery Box, come on, Mystery Box.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a fucking idiot.
I suppose back in the day, it might have seemed like a more viable prospect. Like, JJ was this exciting new talent who had this reputation for reinvigorating franchises. Like, he did something with Star Trek. It wasn't good, but he did something. And, the idea like, oh, this guy's going to work his magic on Star Wars, and it's going to be exciting and, fast-paced and young again, compared to the stodgy, slow-paced, like not sludge, that's unfair, but like the very flawed products that George was putting out with the prequels. That probably seemed very exciting at the time. Obviously, in retrospect, yeah, JJ is a fucking hack who has no clue what he was doing. But
we got people fighting over tariffs. It seems very fucking relevant what George Lucas was putting in the prequel.
Yeah, right? So it begins. This is how Galactic Empire start.
Yes.
Starts with the taxation of trade routes.
I think Vice President Newt Gunray has this down. I think he's got this.
Well, there are 2 of them.
Yeah.
Shoot them or something.